Hey everybody, Tom Barnes, stories from the 78 from a soggy West Lakeview / Roscoe Village. I'm here right off the Paulina stop at Bitter Pops, the taproom entrance. This place blew up in the pandemic when they added the taproom. They got a full menu, coffee bar, they got treats in the morning for the coffee, all the things, and of course they have the retail side of it where the whole thing started just a couple blocks down. I'm gonna talk to Troy now for this story from the 78 to get the history of this space that is Bitter Pops. All right, I made my way inside Bitter Pops where you're looking at the retail space almost as an homage to the original spot down the street. I'm here with Troy. How you doing, man?
Very good. How are you doing?
I'm doing excellent. So Bitter Pops here in Roscoe Village / West Lakeview, right?
Yep.
Depending on what side of the street you're on.
Sure.
This is kind of an homage to the original space, right? Like you guys now have a tap room, a coffee bar, but originally it was retail and a tap room, right?
Yeah. So we Bitter Pops opened up in 2016, and the first shop was a few doors down. It looked very similar to this space right here, with the exception of a small tap room that would have been in the back area. Yep, exactly.
These coolers and everything people might recognize from the old place.
Absolutely, yes. This cooler here, but then everything else is kind of a little bit bigger. We've got a much bigger wine and spirits section, and a much bigger cooler as well for some more wine, some domestic beers, and then also our newest category, which is THC beverages as well.
Oh, yeah, that's kind of a big deal right now. Right?
Yeah, it kind of popped off maybe April of last year, and that's when at least we got into it a little bit. And it's slowly been growing. People are trying some new stuff with it. It's been pretty exciting to see, not just, it's been exciting to see a lot of the local brands get into the game as well, and see what they're doing, some creative stuff there as well.
And as far as the retail, it's craft beer, well, that's your specialty, it's craft beer, not just regionally here, but just kind of all over great craft beer.
Absolutely.
If it's good craft beer, you guys probably have.
Yeah, craft beer, and the beers you know and love are here as well. We've got a ton of local stuff, and some regional stuff as well. And then in the back of the cooler, we got some kombucha and ciders and non-alcoholic stuff as well.
So this is the space, and then you have the retail cashier up that way next to the coffee house. That's also the tap room.
Exactly. Our coffee bar and tap room are connected a bit. So really, you start your day maybe in the retail space or the coffee bar, get some coffee here from our guy Veer, and then once that's ready, you can take it right into the tap room. And a lot of people work remotely here and get their day started at Bitter Pops.
So what time can people come in just to hang out in the coffee bar?
Good question. I mean, we open at 7, so we have a pretty good steady amount of regulars that'll come in for their morning coffee. And I suppose that's when people start trickling in, probably more so around 8 or 9. We have breakfast available Thursdays through Sunday right now, so from 8 to 10. So folks will come in and get some sandwiches and some hash browns and some coffee.
So when's the big time where the coffee house kind of changes over to the tap room?
Probably. I mean, our tap room opens around 11 a.m., so there's a good blend around that time. I'd say the tap room really kind of pops off when folks start coming in for lunchtime, like noon to 1. But we have a really good happy hour special in our coffee bar from 12 to 2. So we'll get a lot of folks that maybe want that last cup or something right towards the end of the coffee bar's shift.
And you got these pastries that are right here in the coffee bar.
Absolutely. We get our pastries from Westtown Bakery.
Well, that's a good spot to get them from.
Yeah, absolutely, yes. They're super good. Pretty popular, I'd say. And then sometimes one of our chefs, Francie, will make some sweet treats every now and then. In fact, this month we're going to have some pralines that she's made in celebration of Mardi Gras. We'll be popping off the Mardi Gras celebration starting on Saturday. So people will come in and earn their beads, get some pralines. We got a cool chicory coffee drink that we're doing as well.
Oh, very cool.
Exactly, and a few things in our tap room and kitchen as well.
I see some of the CBD drinks that are you were talking about kind of over your left shoulder there.
Yep.
It's just crazy to see that now, like just out and about, where you don't have to hide it anymore. Like people.
Oh, right, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, I mean, much like, folks are, the main thing that we try and do is just listen to our guests, right? And, folks will ask for things, and that's kind of how we got into the CBD scope. and the THC scope as well. And a lot of the beers that you see can often be just people asking if we get some stuff in. So we're constantly adjusting to make sure we're satisfying what people are asking for, really.
And then you have this great spot that could be a private space, or if you're a regular here and you need a place to do a video call, you can kind of probably pop back there if you need to, right?
Absolutely, yeah. We've got our Red Door Whiskey Room, which is a private event space that can hold up to about 20 people. People use it for birthdays, corporate events. It's a nice little cozy space in the back of our tap room, and it's private, and people have a lot of fun back there.
And then you also have this awesome program that you're doing about regional hot dogs, and it's a take on what you've done prior with burgers and sandwiches, right?
Absolutely, yeah. So we started our regional program about 3 years ago, kind of just based around the idea, Bitter Pops at its core is about storytelling, being a place where people can get together, smile, and share their own stories. So the regional program is a huge, kind of came from that. All these regional burgers within the U.S. all came with their own story. We started with the Oklahoma fried onion burger that had a great story connected to Sid's Diner in Oklahoma City.
Oh, very cool.
And so it was just great to tell that story, share it with our guests, and have something for them every Thursday to kind of mingle around. And the fun thing about the regional program is kind of all the surprises that we kind of ran into on the way. One of them, for example, is we did the chopped cheese as part of our regional sandwich last year. And it just became a huge guest favorite. We brought that back a few times just for fun. And now we're on to our regional hot dog program.
Yeah, which is very Chicago, right?
Yeah.
Regional hot dog program. So when did it start up, and what do you got going on right now?
So our regional hot dogs kicked off in September. We started with a brat for Oktoberfest.
Sure.
We've gone through some great hot dogs along the way. And right now, starting in the first Thursday in February, we're doing the Lucky Dog smoked sausage. So Lucky Dog, if you've been to New Orleans in the French Quarter, you may have seen the hot dog carts, that 7-foot long patented hot dog shaped carts all over the place. Definitely in New Orleans, a place to get a quick hot dog, satisfy some of those, maybe settle that alcohol you got in your belly, and make your way to exactly. Yeah. So you can make your way to the next space, right? So we usually will take those stories, and we have a very talented kitchen staff that is able to put our own Bitter Pop spin on these things. So we did the Lucky Dog smoked sausage, which has a Maxwell House Vienna beef, and our own house-made chili, topped with the raw onions and yellow mustard.
You can't go wrong with that meal.
No, I don't think you can.
Especially if you've been drinking all night.
Absolutely.
And that's, correct me if I'm wrong, is that only available on Thursdays?
Yes. Yep, every Thursday.
Every Thursday. And how long do you plan on doing the regional hot dog program?
The hot dog program right now is we'll kick off a new program in September again.
Okay.
So we have 11 different hot dogs that we'll do.
Nice.
And then in August, which is our guest appreciation month, we have our guests kind of vote for their favorite hot dog, and then we'll run that for the last month. So the winners historically have been the Oklahoma City fried onion burger, the chopped cheese, and then we still don't know what the favorite hot dog will be.
Yeah, and in Chicago, that's saying something. But
yeah.
Hopefully, I imagine there'll be some kind of baseball-themed dog in the future for opening day or baseball season in general.
Possibly.
No pressure.
No, I know, and I'm blanking on what it is, but we like to keep it a surprise.
Yeah,
so
until April.
And maybe we haven't figured it out yet. Who could say?
If people want more information about what you guys do here, the menu, or what's all that good stuff, what's the best way?
Great question. Go to bitterpops.com. We've got all of our events up there on our events page. You can rent out the backspace for private events from there as well. You got access to all the kitchen menus, and also our new THC website you can find from there as well.
Right on. And people can come in any day, work a little bit, hang out, have a coffee, or stay for a beer.
Absolutely.
Awesome. Troy, thank you so much, man. I appreciate it.
Of course. Happy to talk to you.
All right, there you have it. Bitter Pops here in the West Lakeview / Roscoe Village neighborhood. Perfect for a really rainy day where you want to be inside and enjoy comfort food. I mean, come on. TomBarnishChicago@gmail.com if you have a story from the 78 suggestion, or hit me up at the website storiesfromthe78.com. We'll see you guys later. Take care.